Willie D Live.
What's up, family? I want you to go back to about, 48 hours ago, when Donald Trump, your president, said he was not allowing any nations to trade with Cuba. He wasn't going to allow anybody to bring any oil through. You're not going to be able to do that. You can't sell them any oil. Right now, I got my foot on their neck, and I am trying to bring them to heel. Yeah, he was talking real big, Remember, he was talking about the blockade, yeah. I got this totally under control. Cuba's next. Well, the lie detector determined that was a lie, because Vladimir Putin has his oil tankers flying right on in there and making his deals. Didn't stop nothing. Yeah, fam. Check out this article per the Daily Mail. Trump caves over threat to Russia in humiliating U-turn. Yeah, Donald Trump has backed down on his threat to stop nations from supplying oil to the struggling island of Cuba. The president, 79, confirmed on Sunday that he approved a Russian oil tanker's passage to Cuba, despite his administration enforcing a virtual oil blockade on the island since January. Let me make this a lot bigger so y'all can read along here. President Vladimir Putin's efforts to force Trump to back down and relent on allowing the Russians to profit from selling oil to the communist regime appear to have succeeded. Cuba, which the president confirmed Sunday is next on his hit list for U.S. military intervention, has suffered a series of power shortages and blackouts since the Trump administration began to cut off the supply in January. Venezuela had been Cuba's chief supplier of energy until Trump ordered the capture of President Nicolas Maduro at the start of the year. Since then, no one had breached U.S. efforts to halt the supply of oil. A Colombian tanker was escorted away from the Caribbean nation by the U.S. Coast Guard last month, but sources told the New York Times that 2 cutters in the region were not deployed to intercept the Russian vessel. The Russian-owned tanker, carrying around 730,000 barrels of oil, was due to arrive in Cuba on Monday. And guess what, fam? It arrived with no problems. Okay, so here's the play, fam. There's one or two things that's happening here. One, Vladimir Putin and Trump are on the same team, and Trump is getting some money over here to allow that to happen. Or two, Trump is just shaking his boots and he's scared to bring that same type of energy to Russia. I suspect that it's the former. I think that Trump and Vladimir are on the same team. They are way too cordial with each other. They're always right there with each other, no matter what's going on, who fighting over here, whatever. They always seem to have really, really cordial interactions. And like typically, the U.S. might go some years without speaking directly with them, with the presidents, visiting each other and all this. Putin's still coming over here. Trump's still going over there. They still kicking it, man. I do believe that they're on the same team. I do believe that Russia is an ally of Trump, not the United States, but he's an ally of Trump's. And Vladimir Putin understands that the way to get to Trump is with money. He knows that Trump will sell out anybody for some money. So he knows all he has to do is fund whatever pet projects Trump whatever he want to, create or whatever. Just give him some money. Give him some money, and he's going to be able to do whatever he want to do. I can guarantee you some money exchanged. Now, Trump said in that article that he didn't care if Russia sold Cuba some oil because the people in Cuba, they have to survive. Since when did Trump care about the people of Cuba? Since when has he cared about them surviving? Hell, he don't even care about Americans surviving. Why would we believe he's trying to care about Cubans surviving? And then he went on to say, well, I don't care if it's Russia selling them oil or any other country that wants to sell them oil. I do believe that, as long as they go through him. Holler at me first, player. I don't care if you sell oil to him. You can sell oil to him. Holler at me though. Holler at me first so I can get my cut. See, I think Trump is playing the middle. I think he's like having these secret deals on the side saying, okay, y'all want to sell them some oil? Cool. I need my cut. Otherwise, we're not letting you through. Yeah. So he gets to do two things. He gets to have some control over the people of Cuba, have some control over their lifestyles, and at the same time profit, from their resources, from the buying, well, not their resources, but also their resources and the imports, because he's taxing on both sides. I'm gonna tax you, Cuba. We're gonna get at you, and we're gonna get over here at you. Now he's not getting any money out of Cuba right now because Cuba ain't playing the game right now. But anybody that want to play with Cuba, he's saying, hey, you're gonna have to come through me. You're gonna have to come through here. And I do believe he's getting the cut of the action. Give me a thumbs up, fam, if you're with me. Thumb down and say, nah, man, he's the president of the United States, man. He's not a crook. The president of the United States wouldn't do something like that. He's the president of the United States. He's not going to do anything like that. Why would he do something like that? That don't even make sense. Boy. Trump, I do believe, is on Putin's payroll. I do believe that he took the bribe. That's what I believe. I believe he took the bribe. I believe that Trump is a disgrace, both as a president and as a human being. And it is a pity that the commander-in-chief cannot tell our allies from our enemies. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.